This week on Chuckload of Comics, Marvel drops the mic not once, not twice, but 3 times with trailers for all of their 2019 films. The Joker movie wraps principal photography, and Star Wars promises a trailer before the year is out. All that, plus comic book reviews and nerd news right here on Chuckload of Comics. Hey guys, welcome to Chuckload of Comics, sponsored by Cold War Games, Arts, and Entertainment. Are you a gamer? Or do you like playing tabletop games, card games? Well, check out Cold War. Throughout the episode today, take a look at the screen behind me. We're going to show you kind of all the different games that Cold War puts out. Shauna, you love tabletop gaming and card gaming? Go to coldwar.us, guys. They make games based on comic book properties. Comic books like Squarriors, the new Lady Death game coming out in 2019. It's going to be a tabletop game. I think it comes out Christmas of 2019.
Sweet.
They told us all about this at Ace Comic-Con, and check them out, guys. If you like tabletop gaming, if you like card gaming, go to coldwar.us for comic book based games.
Now, what's a tabletop game exactly? Is that kind of
like a role playing game? Like
is that like where you throw the dice and like
exactly
the game they're playing in the beginning of Stranger Things?
Yep,
exactly.
Absolutely.
So there's going to be a Lady Death game based on the Lady Death comic book property coming out, I think, next year. And that's going to be massive. But right now you can go to coldwar.us and get the Squarriors game based on one of our favorite comic books, Squarriors. You can pick up this game for like $30.
Say Squarriors one more time.
Squarriors.
Oh, okay.
Squarriors.
It's a tough one to say, but damn, is it a good comic book, guys.
Is that like Squirrel Warriors?
It's exactly what it is.
It's so good.
It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where squirrels and critters are the only things that survive, and it's just they get powers and they can like talk, and it's just it's kind of like The Secret of Nim.
It's like The Secret of Nim meets Game of Thrones.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Because it's really gory and bloody, too.
So definitely check out Squarriors and check out coldwar.us. Proud sponsors of Chuckload of Comics. Before we get into today's stuff, quick shout out to our subscriber, I'm a Stupid Noob. I'm a Stupid Noob,
Great name.
dude.
What a great name.
He's always the first one to view our shows, the first one to comment on our shows, and I told him last week I would give him a shout out. So here's your shout out, I'm a Stupid Noob. Find him on YouTube. Check out I'm a Stupid Noob on YouTube. Guys, any thoughts on I'm a Stupid Noob?
It's just a great name.
It is a pretty damn good name.
What's his YouTube show about? Just noob things all around?
Just noobing about. He just noobs.
Just noobing.
In the stupidest possible ways.
Crazy Nubians.
There's your shout out, dude. Hope you'll like it. Before we get into the amazing Marvel news, amazing Star Wars news we're going to talk about this week, C2E2 updates, guys. This just dropped this week. You know, C2E2, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, is going on March 22nd through the 24th. Just announced Amy Jo Johnson.
Woohoo!
Of you.
Did you say the Pink Ranger was going to be there?
Pink Ranger
right,
from the original.
I'm not going to the tattoo convention. I'm going to the C2E2.
You got to, man. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, original Pink Ranger. Did you guys grow up watching Power Rangers?
Absolutely.
Duh. Yeah. Who's your favorite Power Ranger?
Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson. I'm so glad you said that. So, guys, get your tickets for C2E2 right now. They're selling out pretty fast. The VIP tickets are already sold out.
Wow.
3-day passes might sell out. It's the 10th anniversary of C2E2. So it's going to be the biggest year ever. So go meet the Pink Ranger at C2E2 March 22nd through the 24th at Chicago's McCormick Place.
Wow, good plug.
You like that?
That was great.
I don't know if it's a bigger plug for Amy Jo Johnson, C2E2, or McCormick Place.
All of the above.
We're covering them all, and coldwar.us.
That's right.
So big news, guys, that just dropped this week. You know, with all the hubbub about Aquaman and all the Christmas movies that are coming out this year, Bumblebee and Mary Poppins, it's easy to forget that Star Wars is what Christmas is all about.
Right?
You know, it's been years since we haven't had a Star Wars movie around Christmas time.
Yeah, that was a stupid move on their part to release Solo so early, I think.
Right? Good point, man. They should have held on to Solo, put it out at Christmas time.
Now, I feel like the amount of years that passed by since the last one needed to be, because everybody needs to forget that The Last Jedi ever happened.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of the Jedi.
I don't want to get started on that one. But.
Well, we just found out this week from Collider.com that we are going to see the first trailer, or at least some footage, for Star Wars Episode 9. How incredible is that?
Before this year's over.
Before
right?
this year's over. By Christmas time, we should see our first teaser trailer and the title for Star Wars Episode 9, which is almost more awesome than seeing footage. Is
That's
what
like
are they
2
going to call
weeks.
it? Yeah, and within about 2 weeks, the president of Collider.com, Steve Weintraub, tweeted, "To those wondering, December is always a huge month for new trailers. If you're a Disney fan, you can look forward to the first footage for Frozen 2 and Star Wars Episode 9 this month. Would be shocked if both aren't revealed by December 25th. Now,
All right.
the way he phrases that, it's still kind of a rumor, but everything Collider says, they don't tweet things, especially the president, Steve Weintraub, they don't tweet things unless they have an inside track on information.
That makes sense.
So I really think he knows something, but he can't say something quite yet.
Oh, he's got a source, huh?
He's got all the sources. Collider is the place to go for all of your movie news and inside information, which kind of explains why they, are putting out all these Marvel trailers this week, because I could just see Disney dropping the mic on Christmas Day. Everybody wakes up to presents under the tree and our first trailer for Star Wars Episode 9.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. Vegas betting odds, guys. What do you think? You think we'll actually see a trailer for Episode 9? And is it too soon, Ralph?
No, I think so. It's sounding like we're going to see one. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be a teaser trailer. Like
Yeah.
you said, it'll reveal the name and then...
Even if
about
that's
it.
all it is. Even
Yeah.
if it's just a shot of a lightsaber and then the title.
Yeah, because if you think about the Christmas before Force Awakens came out, that was pretty much all it was. It just revealed the name and everybody
You saw the
went
cross.
that crazy.
Yeah, everybody went nuts. They saw the crossguard lightsaber. They saw Kylo Ren, and then it was The Force Awakens. And
And
that was a
everybody
full
went,
year
"What?"
before Force Awakens
Yeah.
came out.
So, makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I don't think it's too soon at all. Yeah, guys, so look for our first footage of Star Wars coming up around Christmas Day. I hope. I really, really hope.
I'm going to wait for BA in the House's tweet.
Yeah,
Keep an eye out for that one.
he's got his finger on the pulse.
He's on top of it.
He's got his finger on something. So on to movie trailers that we did see this week. Marvel just about broke the internet 3 times this week.
Right.
We got our second and probably first full-length proper trailer for Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
We got the teaser for Avengers Endgame. I don't have to call it Infinity War 2 anymore. We actually have a name for it. And Spider-Man Far From Home. At the time of this taping, we have not seen the Far From Home trailer.
Right.
But we are told Saturday at the Brazil Comic-Con, they're going to drop the first trailer, or the first, at least, teaser for Spider-Man Far From Home.
Holy cow.
It's the one with, it's going to have Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. We've seen all those cool spider suits that, like the stealth suit, the cool black and red suit. So hopefully we see it. It may not drop worldwide. It may just drop at the Comic-Con, but...
Did you get to see Jake Gyllenhaal's Instagram post this
About-
week? Where
no,
he
what is it?
joined Instagram and it just shows him with the Mysterio comic, and it just says, "I just found out I'm not playing Spider-Man," after he's reading.
Oh, I did see that. That was hilarious.
What the? I don't know. It's great.
Yeah, super excited for Mysterio because it's a character they've never really done before. But on to trailers that we did see this week. On Monday, Marvel and Disney dropped the second trailer for Captain Marvel.
Amazing, by the way.
Yes, Ralph, give me your thoughts on the Captain Marvel trailer.
Oh,
What'd you
my
love?
God.
What'd you not like?
I liked it all. I liked the little glimpse of the scrolls, Nick Fury without his eye patch, like him having a relationship with Carol Danvers.
Yes.
Danvers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and her with the mohawk over the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
on
gorgeous.
point. She just looks great.
Yeah.
She does seem a little stiff in the face every now and then, but I feel like that's going to be part of her character. Like,
I was
there's
gonna say the same
something
thing.
there
They
that you need to understand.
She's brainwashed. What we
Yeah.
learned from the trailer. She's kind of brainwashed by the Kree, and I think they're playing into this kind of stiff character for a reason. Because we were talking about Academy Award-winning actress. She's not a stiff actress.
Right.
She's absolutely spectacular. I think by the end, and they kind of show that. They show that evolution of her from being a noble Kree warrior to her evolution into the big red and gold suit, where she's flying through space. The last 15 seconds of this trailer,
Oh my gosh.
it's like the greatest 15 seconds.
CGI gold.
Oh, yeah.
It was spectacular. You see her flying off into space, taking out an entire armada of Skrull ships single-handedly.
That was awesome.
By far the most powerful character we're going to see in the MCU, probably ever. And possibly the new leader of the Avengers. Who knows?
I think one of the main reasons they released this trailer so quickly after the second one, though, is maybe like AARP kind of freaked out about her punching an old lady in the face.
That's so funny because
so they kind of had to show that, okay, it's not really an old lady, it's a Skrull.
I feel like they did that on purpose. People kind of freaked out a little bit of why is this new hero punching an old lady in the face.
Well, anybody that knows Skrulls, man, could understand, like, okay, that's not an old woman. But if you don't know, you're like, what the hell?
Exactly. Fans knew that was Skrulls, and it's funny because in this trailer, it's like they really had to spell it out for people. You have Nick Fury doing his voiceover saying, okay, the Skrulls are the bad guys, and you're a Kree, a race of intergalactic warriors or something like that.
Warrior heroes.
Noble
he says
warriors.
warrior heroes, and she says...
She says noble warrior heroes, which I thought was a clunky line, but then she smiles at the end. It's like, okay, I'm going to love to see this little road trip with Fury and Danvers.
Yeah, I can already feel the relationship. I feel like it's looking fun.
Yeah, it looks absolutely spectacular. You get to see our first look at, what was her name?
Annette Bening.
Annette Bening.
Yeah.
Who is, I guess, like the head Kree. The head Kree lady. You see the blood transfusion of them transfusing Kree blood into Carol Danvers. She has the green bloody nose. She looks at her hand. She's like, "What is this green blood?" They show like the Kree just, and even with the voiceover with Annette Bening saying, "We made you what you are. We gave you more powers so you could live longer and be stronger." They really brainwash her into being a noble Kree warrior.
Yeah.
Theories going around that maybe they're going to do a flip. Maybe the Kree are going to be the bad guys in this movie, and the Skrulls wind up being more, not necessarily the good guys, but maybe
kind of like a Thanos thing where you might side with the bad guys.
Exactly. Like maybe the Kree have or the Skrulls have already kind of been here, but they don't have ill intentions, and the Kree is bringing their war to Earth. So at the beginning of the movie, you think, okay, the Krees are the good guys, the Skrulls are the bad guys, and then they're going to flip the script on us.
Is that how it is in the comics, or I feel like
no, the Skrulls are usually bad, but there's plenty of times in the comic books, like in
are the Kree bad?
They're bad intergalactically, but there's plenty of times that the Avengers have teamed up with the Skrulls.
Right.
Okay. And the Kree, same way. They're good guys, bad guys. Depends.
Maybe the Kree just destroyed their planet or something, and it's like they're just trying to avenge.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she's a little brainwashed into thinking she's doing it for good, and then halfway through the movie she finds out that they're all just bad, and that's why she's going back to fight them, Exactly.
I kind of got that vibe.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And is Nick Fury a Skrull?
That's true.
All right, Vegas betting odds. Is Nick Fury a Skrull? You don't think?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. That Nick Fury petting the cat, that's not my Nick Fury. And then Carol turns around and says, Fury. I think she knows that Nick Fury is a Skrull and doesn't tell him. No, I don't think at all. I don't really believe that.
I feel like because it's going to be based in the 90s before all the Avengers were brought together by Nick Fury, that now it leads to a possibility of somebody in S.H.I.E.L.D. or even maybe one of the Avengers being a Skrull,
Mm-hmm.
How awesome would that be?
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Man,
maybe Agent Coulson is a Skrull. So much to dig into. That's the trailer didn't blow people's minds all that much, but it gave us just enough for the fans to start theorizing. And the movie comes out in March, guys. We're only 4 months away from what's going to be the greatest few months of our entire lives, I think. Because right after that, in April, Avengers 4 Endgame.
Woohoo!
Holy crap, what an amazing teaser trailer this was. The saddest, most depressing trailer I've ever seen.
I know.
Ralph, what were your favorite parts about this trailer?
Oh, that whole Tony Stark beginning, because
gut-wrenching.
He's had that anxiety since the first Avengers. So you kind of, if you're following Tony, you know how freaked out he is, And for him to be stuck on that ship with nothing left, you kind of feel that closing in on him.
I know, that line where we ran out of food and water 4 days ago, we're running out of oxygen tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So his last act is to send a message to Pepper Potts.
And hope that she gets it.
Now, you know who's going to get that message? Captain Marvel.
That's right.
She's going to be, she got Fury's tweet, or text.
It's called a page.
She's on her way back to Earth and is going to come across Tony floating in space.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mere breaths away from death.
That's pretty awesome.
How is she going to receive that message, though?
I don't know.
Is she just or
maybe she just happens to girl.
Does she have an intergalactic pager that picks up any type of
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
she does. She's got the police scanner, the Kree version of a police scanner.
Yeah,
See, I don't think she gets Tony Stark's message. I think she gets Nick Fury's message, and she's on her way to Earth.
And just happens.
She just happens to cross.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just got those psychic abilities that she
Well.
just knows and senses him around and
Yep.
goes and gets him.
Also on the ship, I would assume, is Nebula on the ship with Tony Stark.
Yeah, 'cause-
There's a shot in there where Nebula kind of puts her hand on what looks like a sack that is like strapped down to the side of the spaceship inside. I think what's in that bag is Gamora's body.
No way, that's morbid, dude.
I think she goes back, scoops up Gamora's body, and is bringing her body back with her. That's just my own fan theory.
No, that
makes
means
sense.
she would have had to find her way to Vormir and then back to Titan. Or maybe they went
That's a
from
good point,
Titan
too.
to Vormir.
And that's where they burned up all their
God, I
food.
still
and-
remember all the planet
I
names.
know.
What a nerd.
I know, right?
Yep.
Nerd alert.
Yeah. Maybe that's not the case. We do see finally Hawkeye back looking like a straight badass.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hung up the bow and arrow, and he pulled out a sword.
Yep, that was interesting.
What, did you see him remove the mask? You know, I didn't see
Yeah.
him with a mask at first, but he's gonna have that full Ronin mask.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna look great.
Oh, he looks like a total badass. I never thought I'd be super excited to see Hawkeye in the film, but I really am based on this trailer.
The other person that was missing from Avengers 3, it was Scott, Ant-Man.
Scott
who we get
Lang.
to see in this
Oh, my God.
trailer.
It was
That's
so great.
my favorite part of the trailer.
It was, because it was such a downer, such a depressing trailer. Everybody's sad, everybody's crying, and then right at the end, you see Scott Lang all happy and optimistic at the front door. It's just this nice breath of hope.
Yep.
Right at the end of the trailer, where he's like, "You remember I'm Scott Lang? We
a couple
fought
years
a
ago,
couple
we
years
fought at
ago."
the airport, and then Caps that looks at Black Widow and says, "Is this old?" Because they're obviously not like you know. At that point, I think that Scott came back to a timeline that he thinks he's back to his
Same
timeline,
time.
but he's probably a few years. In
This
the
could be
future.
10 years in the future.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. That's the beauty of this trailer, is they gave us all kinds of fun new footage.
Yep.
Just enough for fans to start picking apart and theorizing, but not enough to give you the plot at all.
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. How he did ask, "Is this old? Like, is this?" 'cause-
Yeah.
And then Black
it's-
Widow says, "No, that's the front door."
Yeah, and that's
And that's
so
that
cool to
breath
me.
of hope you get. Another little breath of hope is at the beginning of the trailer when you see the Marvel Studios logo, it gets dusted away.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the trailer, the Avengers logo gets de-dusted and goes from dust and forms into the Avengers A.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like, oh, that's the hope of we're bringing back the crew. We're undusting what Thanos did. We got little bits of Thanos, obviously, just that one shot of
Yeah.
him walking through the poppy fields,
and the Scarecrow.
limping. Oh, the Scarecrow was incredible.
I think that scene was from the first movie, at the end of the first movie, where he's walking through those fields.
No, the first one, he's just sitting there staring off, watching the sun rise on a grateful universe. He's just sitting there
But
looking
he-
at the sun.
Oh, yeah, he
set
doesn't
on
walk
a,
through his place.
Right.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him walking through the farm yet, but it's interesting. You see him kind of limping. You know, there's this one little
I didn't
shot where
catch
he's
that.
walking. You can tell he's injured. He's still wearing the gauntlet, but of course the gauntlet's all busted and rusty. He hung up his armor. He's done. His fight is done.
Can you tell we watched this trailer like
100,000 times.
These are the things you catch when you.
It was an amazing trailer.
So much to dig into. And Ant-Man shows up to the front door in the van, the van that holds the quantum tunnel in the back.
Somehow he gets back. We have no idea how, because he was, as we saw in Ant-Man and Wasp, he stuck in the quantum realm.
Yep.
So
Yeah, how does he get back,
I have
and
no
when
idea.
does he get back?
Yeah.
How many years in advance is this? Because you see a freshly shaven Captain America. You
Yeah.
don't know what year this is. Everybody
Yep.
looks good. Thor, you get to see in like a hoodie.
I know, poor depressed
He's
Thor.
just sitting there all sad in his hoodie.
Yeah.
Didn't see didn't see Rocket. Didn't see any of the survivors. You did see though one little Easter egg there when Bruce Banner is looking at the pictures of all the people that they think got dusted. You see Spider-Man. You see Scott Lang, and in the corner you see Shuri.
Sure, yeah.
Everybody thought, at least I thought, that the way that they were going to make this work is Tony Stark was going to link up with Shuri. They're going to make some kind of time traveling technology, but no, Shuri's gone. Shuri's dusted.
Fan theories.
So many
I know,
Easter
right?
eggs. It was such a cool
But
trailer.
then again, they show the picture of Scott too, and we know he's alive. So maybe she's missing, and they just don't know where she is, and she's okay. It could be anything.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the quantum realm scene. Like anything Ant-Man, how he got there, he knows something, so he's excited. He's at that front door.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, something went down. Open this door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
So good. And
I can't wait.
final thing that you see in the trailer is that they moved up the release date from May to April. It was supposed to
right?
come out on Free Comic Book Day. I hate it when they do that. It's the same thing they did with Infinity War. They bumped it up from May to April.
Yeah,
They're
did
doing
that
the
last
same
year.
thing this year. So we're going to get it mere weeks after Captain Marvel.
That's crazy.
Captain Marvel.
God, it's gonna be released earlier. I hate it.
I know, right? Chuck is the
Just
weirdest.
give me the movie now,
anger
dude. If they were to
issues.
release it in January, I'd be so freaking happy. Just release it on Christmas. So yeah, guys, let us know what you thought of the trailer. Leave us a comment on this video. Let us know. You got your own fan theories? Give us a shout out. Last thing we want to talk about, guys, the new Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie just wrapped its filming after 3 months of filming.
That's crazy.
Seems like a short time, but really, I mean, that's for principal photography. That's a decent amount of time. But it feels like just yesterday we got our first snuck set photos.
Yeah.
Based on what you guys have seen from the film, the brightly colored outfit, the clown makeup. What are you guys feeling about this film? Are you excited about it? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks weird? Do you think it's going to fit into the DC cinematic universe at all?
I'm super excited. I feel like it's the first time in a long time that the Joker looks like the Joker. And
Right?
I don't know, and they went a whole different direction. You know, like his suit is usually purple and green,
Yeah.
and they went way out, and like it's maroon and orange. It's
He's got like green socks on.
beautiful. I just want to hear him talk or
I know.
laugh.
Yeah.
I know.
But usually movies do take a lot longer, but I feel like it's not going to be a huge like Michael Bay kind of
Right.
crazy CGI thing. I feel like it's going to be rooted and they're actually going to tell a story, and it's going to be
Yes.
more about the cinematography and his acting,
Exactly.
So I'm super excited.
That's
for
what
it.
I like about it. I like that it doesn't feel like it's going to be a part of any shared universe. It's
Right.
just going to be, let's just make this one really cool Joker story.
And we're gonna get
just-
a backstory that we haven't seen before on film. On
You're not
going to
be asking like, okay, where's Superman fit in? Where does Batman fit in? Where does this fit in? Where does that fit in? It's like just, and that's what DC I think needs to do right now. Just focus on your individual films instead of trying to make some big shared universe.
Yep.
Because you've already kind of shit the bed on the shared universe. So just make some really cool
Hey,
standalone
they got a
films.
chance with Aquaman. Let's see what happens.
That's true. Aquaman could be awesome, but that's part of the shared universe.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
They released one final photo of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker sitting around smoking a cigarette on some
Really?
stairwells. This is
Oh,
the
I
last
didn't
photo that we're going to see, official photo, probably until we see the first trailer. The movie doesn't come out till October of 2019.
Wow.
So we got a long way to wait. But I expect to see maybe a trailer drop for this right around the time that Spider-Man comes out.
That would
maybe
be awesome.
maybe in time for Infinity War in April.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Super excited.
Yeah, I just can't wait to hear his laugh.
I know. It's
Something.
going to be great.
I know. God, to see Joaquin Phoenix as a crazy Joker clown
It's going to be perfect.
is going to be spectacular.
I know.
Cannot wait for it. Anything else to say about this, guys, before we move on?
Not the Joker, but I do want to mention one thing about the Avengers.
Back to the Avengers.
URL. If you go to Avengers Endgame.com.
We didn't talk about that.
Oh, that's right. It's amazing. Go check it out. AvengersEndgame.com for all kinds of awesome, cool little spoilers. They show all kinds of cool little things.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
If you haven't gone to AvengersEndgame.com, stop what you're doing right now and go check it out. It's the greatest Avengers website ever.
Ever.
All right, tell them what it really is.
It's actually Deadpool. Fox Movie Studios scooped up the URL for AvengersEndgame.com and turned it into a Deadpool website,
Isn't that
promoting
great?
the new Deadpool, Once Upon a Deadpool movie coming
Oh,
out
well,
this
now
Christmas.
you spoiled it for everyone, Charles.
what
Sorry,
he does.
I had to. It was too good.
Yeah. The almighty Deadpool. They brought him to life in the best way ever.
I know, Ryan
100%.
Reynolds killed it. And
Yeah.
it's continuing to kill it. I cannot wait for this movie.
I know, yeah.
gonna be
12 days of cinematic release, and then it's going away.
That's
The
awesome.
PG-13 supercut of Deadpool 2
With Fred Savage.
with Fred Savage. And $1 for every ticket that's sold goes to charity, goes to
That's
fighting
awesome.
cancer.
To Fudge Cancer.
Fudge cancer. All right, guys, before we wrap this up, let's do our quick comic book picks of the week. We got a cat and a dog.
Right?
on the big kids table over there, a Venom symbiote dog, and just the cutest little cat cover I've
I
ever seen in my life,
know.
guys. Shauna, Doomsday Clock and Venom. What'd you think of Doomsday Clock?
Oh, I am loving Doomsday Clock. So does Mr. Penguin.
So does Mr. Penguin.
It is amazing. It's such a great book, and this is issue 8 of 12. Of course, it's taken like months and months and months for them to come out, so you really have to wait patiently for the next one. But man, it's so cool. It's mixing the universes of DC and Watchmen. So it's like got all your favorite characters from both universes, and it's just so cool.
When this comes out on trade paperback, it's going to be an instant classic. It's going to be on everybody's bookshelf. It's that good. It's absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
Doomsday Clock, 12 issues of pure gold.
That's right.
Also this week was Venom issue number 8, I think it is, or is it 9? Crap, probably should have looked at that.
9.
It was dope. It starts a new story arc where Eddie Brock is now, he hasn't lost his Venom symbiote, but the Venom symbiote doesn't talk to him anymore.
Really quiet.
The symbiote has lost his personality after the effects of things that happened earlier in the
first
run.
arc.
It's spectacular, man. Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman doing the Lord's work with Venom. You gotta check it out. Spectacular art, amazing writing. It's not too late to get on board either. It's only up to like 9 issues.
And this is a new arc, so you could probably just pick it up from here.
Yes,
But you
good point.
you shouldn't miss the first arc because it's really good.
It's spectacular.
Yep.
2 of my favorite books of the week, without a doubt. All right, guys, anything I'm missing? This is a huge week, man. We unpacked a ton of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good trailers, a lot of good stuff to see.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the Spider-Man trailer if it ever comes out. And guys, thanks a lot for watching. Click the subscribe button. Join the Chuckload of Comics family. Huge shout out to Cold War. Check them out,
right.
coldwar.us. Newest sponsors of Chuckload of Comics. If you like video or card games, tabletop games, go to coldwar.us for comic book themed games.
And fighting
art,
animals.
and tons of stuff. And fighting animals. Great stuff. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Click the subscribe button. Join us here every single Sunday for comic book news, movie reviews, everything happening in the world of fandom. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us at the Big Kids table.
Oh boy.
Ooh, ha ha. All right, so we'll see you here next Sunday, guys. Have a fantastic week. Bye.